Well, hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney. Today we are back in my kitchen, and it has been a minute since we've been here. The last time we were here on this channel, we added open shelving and beadboard. It looks so beautiful. I love it so much. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen a couple more updates. At Heart and Home Crew is my handle. Make sure to follow along. You can see a lot more behind the scenes of my day-to-day, as well as some other projects that I don't quite show here on the channel, although most of the time they're on shorts. So if you watch my shorts, you'll have seen them. Watch my shorts. Always sounds so weird. Not my shorts, my shorts. I have added some cozy touches, and I'm working my way through this kitchen. Actually, I'm doing a challenge right now where I'm kind of changing a bunch of things. We just changed the curtains. They're looking so good and so flowy. I'm about to paint the curtains, really nervous for that. But today I need to fix my garbage situation. And that is because this kitchen is big and beautiful, but because it's so open, there's really no place to tuck the garbage without seeing it, and it's kind of awkward. As well as our recycling, it just kind of piles up over here in this black container, making a mess, and I don't love it. As well as where we ended up putting the garbage, it's not in the most ideal spot, especially because it's right in front of my tool closet, and it can be a hassle getting in and out of there, especially with the garbage there, and if someone's in the garbage at the same time. I'll show you what I mean.
Hey!
A big thumbs up for our wonderful actresses for reenacting that for me and what it looks like on a daily basis. And honestly, I go in that closet all the time because obviously I'm doing home projects, and it's just a nuisance trying to get in and out of the way with the garbage there. And again, it's just not the greatest spot. So I have this shelf that I brought home because my original intent was to hang it on my wall in my laundry room before I realized how large it truly was. And so right now it's just kind of holding some random things. You know, it's got some extra cups and some bowls for the kids at their level, which is great, but it just kind of looks junky, and we don't want that. We want this kitchen to look elevated, sophisticated, and cozy. And so I have two thoughts. One of them is, how do I make this area prettier? And two, can I use this area for my garbage? So today I'm going to show you a DIY that I've completely made up in my head, and I hope that it turns out, because I haven't really seen anybody else do it the way that I'm going to do it. And so if it works out, I'll be sharing it with you, and if it doesn't, I'm still sharing with you because it's the video for today. So my idea for today is that we're going to get rid of this. I'm thinking about, and by thinking about, I mean, this is what we're doing. I'm gonna be putting a shelf in, and then a metal bracket that we're kind of gonna make ourselves, going all the way around, and then some curtains to hide, kind of like I did in the pantry, to hide the ugly. And we're gonna put our garbage and our recycling underneath, because I actually looked up, they make cabinets where you can buy them and they pull out your garbage, but they were $200+, and I don't want to spend that money. By the time I bought wood, it would probably be similar. So for right now, this is what we're gonna do. It might change in the future. I might love it and it stays forever. Who knows? We're gonna find out today. But anyways, we're gonna make this area a lot more functional and a lot more beautiful. And you guys are coming along for the ride. So let's go ahead and get started by clearing all this out and then figuring out where I want my shelf and how high and how wide and how long and how deep is your love for me. No idea where that came from. Let's go. Now that it's clear, we need to know how tall and how wide. I pretty much want to keep it the size that the cabinet was, the shelving unit, just because it wasn't a nuisance and it didn't really block the door. But our particular garbage, it's not my favorite, so we might actually change that, and I'm fine with that. But I just want to see how far it sticks out for in the meantime if we need to use it, how much I can cover. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and put the garbage and recycling here, and then I'll figure out my board. I am using a project board from Lowe's only because they are wider, because I think I want it longer than 12 inches. If you only want it 12 inches, you don't have to get a project board, and you can just get a normal 12-inch, 10-inch, whatever you want board. But I did get the 16-inch just so that way if I need to cut it down, if I want 14-inch, you guys get it, then I can do that. So that's why I got that. And it's just also just like a little bit nicer wood. Sometimes you can get the boards and they're just not as nice. So anyways, that's why I got that. It's nice too because if you have like a smaller vehicle, this is nice and only 4 feet long, and it fits in your car perfectly. doing good so far. So now we are going to do the pole part. So this is the idea that's going to hold the curtain to hide the garbage. Now, when I originally thought this, I was like, oh, I'll just do a pull and pull and pull, but, which I guess you could kind of do and just kind of wrap it around, but I just want to make sure I have a seamless look. So I picked up conduit piping from Lowe's, and it's a 10-foot pole. Just be aware of that in case you have a small car, but I have a pipe cutter that hopefully fits the width of it, and it's a 1/2 inch. And I'm gonna cut this down to size, and then for the corners, I found more piping. This is electrical metal tubing that I'm gonna have curve around and meet, oh shoot, is it gonna stick out too far? We're gonna figure this out together, guys. But anyways, this is my idea, is that it's gonna curve around, and then I had to get the 1-hole strap. These are 1/2 inch to go with it, and this is going to screw, I'm gonna screw it in the back and in the middle to hopefully be able to hold my pipe, because again, it's not holding a ton of weight, so I'm hoping 3 is enough, because you obviously can't place it where, and this isn't screwed in yet, but you obviously can't place it where the curtain can't open, so that means it needs to be at the back and in the middle, and we're all gonna say a prayer that this works, because if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure it out together. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in first, just so that I can kind of get just a more idea of where the curve needs to happen so it meets up with it. Also, just a note that you want to make sure that your screw stays in the hole, because I had a different screw that I was going to use, but it plopped right through. So you need to make sure that it's going to stay in the hole and it's not going to come through your wood. All right, so I went ahead and cut down the pipes, and I measured basically. I measured. You didn't measure.
I'm messy.
You're messy?
Think I'm working.
Yeah, okay, wait 1 second. So this is gonna fit into the corner.
That's what's it.
Yeah.
Think I see roof.
And across.
The lady. The lady dog.
I don't know if you guys could tell in the video, but the pole is too close to the wood, the fabric won't slide. So I'm just extending it a little bit where the hardware had to attach, so that way the pole can sit just a little bit lower, and then I have more, and then I have more,
Yeah, Mom's working.
and then I have more room for fabric.
Mom's working.
The blocks that I just added to make it thicker are exactly where these things are, so it doesn't sit properly. So now I need to move these over, which is why I'm doing this before I painted or stained the shelf, and also before we paint this room, because now I gotta patch all these holes. So life is fun, you guys. You never know what's gonna happen. Life of DIY. Okay, I apologize if this is really bright, but I'm still learning my manual settings, especially outside. But we're gonna go ahead and stain the shelf. I went back and forth between painting and staining because I thought paint would be nice because it would tie it into the cabinets, but Brad said stain. So we're gonna try stain, and then I'm gonna paint the kitchen door. If I don't like that, then we'll just paint over it, but we're gonna start with stain. Also, this is the Kona gel stain that I also used in the powder room vanity when I made that over with Retikit, so it's a really gorgeous brown color, and I'm excited to see it, more of it in my home. All right, while that dries, we're gonna come back to this garbage situation in a second. I just had some ice, so my S's aren't making the right sound. I have a very, you're not supposed to see that yet. I have a very white neutral kitchen, which is beautiful because that's what I love. But I've also just been trying to embrace a little bit more color. clearly. As you guys could tell from the last couple makeovers, they actually all had color. That's wild. Wild for me, if you know me. So I saw this on Pinterest, and I'll link the girl who did it. I can't remember her name right now, Mama Buffalo or something like that. And she did this in her kitchen, and her kitchen was white and had touches of brown just like mine. And I was like, this is fun. And you guys know that I've already kind of said that I want the kitchen to be beautiful, but I also wanted to have just like more of a coziness because it is set off from the rest of the house. I almost dropped the paint, oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm gonna paint this door. And I asked you guys on Facebook if you follow me there if I should do it, and everybody said, oh, 100%. So of course, we're gonna go with the mom mentality and we're gonna do it. So I got this paint from Benjamin Moore, and it is called, I forget, and I'll have it here. And it is, I'm not gonna like tilt it too much. It's a beautiful blue gray, and I'm just gonna go for it, guys. Could be the wrong decision, but we're just gonna do it. You guys, the beautiful like French blue gray that this is giving off is beautiful. It is called Brewster gray. I probably already had it on the screen already, but just in case, that's what it's called. And I love it because I'm working on the laundry room right now too, and the feel of that is more French. And so this color isn't in there, but it just feels like it ties it together. And it's only the first coat. I know it's gonna look so much better with the second, but I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the shelf in. I'm supposed to wait 2 hours, it's been 45 minutes, we're fine. It's a hot day, I'm sure that it's dry. And then we're gonna put the curtain up and see how that looks. Should I say au revoir as I'm leaving? It's like I'm going to heaven. Bye. Okay, you guys, moment of truth. Putting my pieces together. This is either gonna be the jankiest thing I've ever made, or it's gonna be genius. Or maybe it's a mix of both. We will soon find out. If I need to, I was thinking I could glue this pipe together as long as I can get it to get off of these little clips easy enough, and then that way, like that might stop some of the like shaky noise that would happen. Just come and do the movie, please. So I went ahead and I sewed the curtain. So what I did is I took the curtain that I had, this beautiful one. I actually found this from Kristen Hoffman. If you guys remember, I did a collab with her a while ago. A lot of you found me through her. She's beautiful. She's having another baby. Oh my goodness. But she shared this curtain in one of her recent makeovers, and I was like, that is perfect. So they're only sold in sets of one, which actually worked out perfectly, because what I did was I just got one that was a little bit longer than what I needed in case I messed anything up, which praise God I didn't, as far as I know. We'll find out soon. But all that to say is that I took, okay, 1 second. Like I said, could be the, okay, rude. Like I said, it could be the jankiest thing ever. So, but anyways, all that to say is that I took the curtain and I cut it in half, like standing up, I cut it pretty much down the middle, or what size I needed. And then that way I can get 2 curtains from this thing. This is not gonna stay up until I get the other half on. Hold please. I lost my train of thought, but basically what I think I was saying is that I made 2 curtains from one. Here we go, you guys. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You guys can't quite see it yet, so let me make it pretty and then I'll show you. You guys, I'm creating the cutest little spot in my kitchen. I love it so much. Now this picture, I actually made this. I mean, it was a stencil and I just painted it over top of it, and nobody needs to know that, but you guys do now. I love it, but I think it's not quite the style of this kitchen anymore. Maybe it is, who knows? Maybe not, I don't think so. Anyways, I'm not putting it here anymore, but it's covering up an electrical box. So we need to put something else here, and I have just the thing. I do need to order the print for it. I really hope I can get that here before this video is done, because that would make the most sense. But I just thought about it this morning. So that's why we're here. That's where we're at. You guys know I have a bunch of frames, and a lot of them are just frames. They're not art. And so I have to buy prints, but I never know what frame for what area. So that's why I'm always so late on ordering prints. But all that being said, you guys didn't need to know any of that, but we are going to hang a new picture here, and that's all you needed to know. right, you guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I love this space so much. And you guys, I hope this is just a testament to you that if there's an area in your home, it doesn't have to be a whole room. It can just be a small space that's kind of bugging you or not functioning correctly. You can make it beautiful and functional, make the practical pretty on a budget, you guys. This space cost me $50 for the curtain. I paid $16 for the shelf and maybe $10 for the brackets. So under $100 with the paint to completely transform this space. I already had all of the other pieces that I put in here, but you guys, honestly, I love it so much. It looks so pretty, and I'm just excited to do the rest of the kitchen. But next week, we're gonna be back with the laundry room makeover, start to finish, you guys. Looking so good. It's also gonna give off a little bit of this French vibe, so I hope you guys like that. And then we'll just keep working away at the kitchen. I've got cabinets to paint, walls to paint, they need a fresh coat, and I've got some other ideas up my sleeve, as well as some finishing touches. So make sure you guys are subscribed if you are not already, so you can be along for all of these fun things, and give this video a like if you liked it, and let me know in the comments down below if there's a project that you guys are working on. It could be outdoors. I've planted a ton of plants, you guys. We've got a landscape that has nothing going for it, and we're trying to make it a little bit more homey and a little bit more beautiful, and you can see that on Instagram at Heart and Home Crew. And I'll probably be doing some porch refresh or deck something or fence something, I don't know, this summer. But anyways, you guys, thank you as always for watching this video. It means so much to me, and I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Bye, guys.